We have breaking news this evening out of Queen of the South, where loan shark Aussie Villain has managed to sign 2 more loan signings before the transfer deadline. Now, for more on this story, we cross live to local reporter Willie Melgrew. And Willie, where is your accent from today?
Aye, the wee man Villain has signed Barcelona striker Luizzi on loan with an option to buy at the end of the season for 1.8 million. Also on loan from Carlisle is left back Callum Lowe.
Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome back to Queen of the South on the Impossible Dream as we look to win the Champions League with our Scottish club. This is Season 3, Episode 6. And today it is a Scottish Cup tie against recently relegated Motherwell, who are top of the Championship and look good for promotion up to the Premiership again next season. And then we are playing Aberdeen, who we are currently neck and neck with as we try and tie down best of the rest for third place in the Scottish Premiership. Now, to help us do that, we did make 2 signings deadline day. Now, there was one departure as well, and that was Bailey Dahl. You may remember we signed him for not much, and we've basically just sold him on. He just wasn't quite developing. That's not a player that's going to get any good for us in the Premiership, is it, unfortunately? So we've let him go off to Queen's Park, and I think we actually made a profit on him as well, but it doesn't really matter because most of it goes to the club we bought him from. But the 2 that we've signed, and I'm very, very excited about this, we have signed a Barcelona player, Fabian Luzi, a general attacker, I think you'd call him. A natural striker, can play on either side as well, though he's right-footed but can't cross, so he could literally play either side depending on what role you want him to play. I think he's going to do quite well. We're not paying anything towards his wages. We do have an option to buy him for £1.8 million, I think it is. Are we going to be able to afford that? And if we can afford it, would we rather have him or Shakir Omar? And I'd suggest we might rather have Shakir Omar on his form this season. But he is coming to join us. Is it 1.8? Yeah, it is 1.8, an optional fee. And the other one we've signed is Callum Rowe. Now, again, it's a loan. It's a £41,000 option to buy. He is a bit of cover for us at left back. Areo has just hung on. He's just picked up his performances enough in the right time to make me think, yep, all right, we'll hang on to you. But what Callum does is just give us that little bit of cover, so if he goes off the boil again, he's not too bad physically. He can cross, he can tackle, he can pass. It kind of ticks all the main boxes you want from a left back, so especially one that likes to get forward. So he's coming to join us for the rest of the season. We're paying his wages of £475 a week. And as you can see there, we had the option to buy him as well for 40 grand at the end of the season. I don't think that's something we'll want to do. He's very much just here as a just in case for this season. So in terms of finances, as the window is now closed, we've just about managed to stay under everything. We're actually inside our wage budget now. And we still have a little bit of money to spend. We've got a guaranteed transfer budget of $310,000 for next season and a wage budget of pretty much a little bit less than what we have right now. So, we're not in a bad place, but ideally we'll have a little bit more money than that again to spend if we are in Europe. Now, there are some games to catch you up on since last episode 5, I believe. A little bit of a catch-up to do. The first one of those was against Ross County. Now, this is a team we know we've struggled against, even if they are newly promoted. Let's see if third time was a charm and we could get... We beat them all the first opening day, didn't we? But anyway, let's see how we did. We fell behind midway through the first half. But McAllister picked out Shakir Omar's run to have us level at half-time. And Aidan Fitzpatrick was in the right place to seal all 3 points. So this was a decent performance from us. I wouldn't say anything more than that. You can see their XG was higher, though we did have more shots, both on goal and on target. It could have gone either way again, to be honest. They're a shockingly good team at Ross County, but we got the money on this particular day. You can see Areo played a 7, just all sort of adding to the fact, is he finally starting to become the player that he has the potential to be. So that was a good win. Next up, it was Inverness in the Scottish Cup. We know that we won because we've got the next round game today, but let's see how we won. We had an early lead when Thomas slipped in Bishop. Before youngster Summers crossed for Thomas to seal the tie. So a deserved win this one. I did take a few gambles, selection gambles. I was kind of looking at it as if we go out of the cup we can focus on the league and try and get into Europe. But obviously, we know we're not going to go down. It's a good opportunity to try and win a cup. So it was one of these where I thought, let's play either some out-of-form players and try and play them into some form against what is probably a weaker opposition. And just basically it's how I used it. So Summers made his debut for us. Again, high potential, and he did quite well. So that was excellent to see from Ben Summers. And of course, the opening goal scorer, Bishop, who has been shockingly out of form after a decent start for us. He came in, got his goal, and again, hopefully, we've played him into a bit of form because we're paying him a lot of money. But outside of that, he's a very useful player, so we need him playing well for us. So that was the cup progress secured, and as I say, it's Motherwell that we have up next in that. Our next game was a tough one. It was Rangers. We've done okay against them so far this season. Let's see if we can continue that. We fell behind just before half-time. Rangers added a second early in the second half, before adding a third. So we were just completely outclassed on this occasion. It's a shame we couldn't have got to half-time scoreless and then kind of saw what happened after that. But ultimately, I mean, it was two wonderful free kicks that sunk us, and another goal as well. So it wasn't just a free kick. So you can see from the match ratings, we weren't good. We were just, as I say, completely outclassed. The next game to catch you up on as we look to rebound from that humbling, it was Hearts. We were 1-0 up at half-time after McAllister played in Shakir Omar. Bradley found McAllister at the near post for our second. And McAllister was provider again for Luzzi to get his first for the club. Rayo crossed for Luzzi to get our fourth. Before Goss made it 5-0. So fair to say we rebounded. It was a wonderful performance. We were superb in this game. Luzzi coming off the bench, or Lutzi maybe. Anyway, he came off the bench and got himself a double, but we were playing really well. McAllister seems to be back in form. Omar is just doing wonderful things as he always does. And I believe that's the biggest win of the season for us. So very nicely done. Final game to catch you up on in the league was against Dundee. We fell behind early in the second half. But Cochrane rescued a point in stoppage time. So we left it very late, but we deserved a point at least. They seemed to score, and the XG tracker kind of shows this, they seemed to score from their only real chance of the game, which was very frustrating. And but we got there in the end to get a point, which is the minimum that we deserved. Obviously, it's still a little bit disappointing, but away from home, we can maybe just about accept it. So let's have a quick look at what it means for the table. We are 3 points ahead of Aberdeen. That's who we play second up today. Hibs are right up there. They're only 6 points back of us. Ross County with a game in hand could pull close as well. But then there is a little bit of a drop-off after that. We're talking 10 points then back to St Johnstone, who have played the same amount of games. So we're looking good for a top half finish. I'm hoping that we'll find ourselves back in form and sort of third, basically, is what we've got to aim for now. Top two are gone, but we would expect that at this stage of the series. And first up, it is this Scottish Cup tie against Motherwell. And this is what we're expecting from them. A sort of 5-2-2-1 formation, I suppose you would call it. And, this is the team that we're sending out to try and get the job done. So it is Eastwood in goal. It's Arayo, Iacoviti, Olafunwa and McPherson as the back four. It's Goss, Cochrane and Lyon in midfield. He is starting to settle in a little bit and play some decent football. McAllister goes as a number 10. He has been in imperious form playing that role. Luzzi and Omar go up top. Now, there's a slight concern. There's a lot of loanees in and around the team, but, well, that's next season's problem, isn't it? All right, so we can see the team sheets there. Robbie Gott is somebody who we tried to sign, but he went to Motherwell instead of us, so that was extremely annoying. But otherwise, I mean, they're rebuilding, aren't they, from what was a disastrous Premiership campaign for them last season. Let's go out there, relax, play your natural game, boys. Let's not put pressure on them. We'll pump our fists, make me proud, and see if they can actually go out there and make me proud. All right, and here we go. Yeah, like I was saying, I've picked the strongest team that I did against Inverness. I just feel a little bit like the cup is secondary this season. We've made the semi-final, of course, the first two seasons of the series, which is excellent, obviously. It's very proud of that. But I just wonder if we've got maybe bigger fish to fry this season with potentially getting into Europe, that I mean, you obviously want to go as far as you can in the cup. And as I said, this particular team is approaching our best, if not the best team we have right now. There's a cracking ball for McAllister. Oh, it's a stunning strike. It's 1-0. It's the 10th minute of the game. And it was, I think, Shakir Omar, with the ball forward. It was perfectly weighted. And McAllister, who is looking just at home in a Queen of the South shirt right now, on the volley, beats the keeper to it. And, well, right dead smack in the centre of the goal. That's a really, really good goal, actually. I'm happy with that one. But, so we'll see how we go. We do have a bit of a break between this and the Aberdeen game. We got the week off. Oh, the fun one just over. So that allows us to play a bit of a stronger team than we were previously. One thing I should probably say too is we're going to need to start and have a think about our Viewers Player of the Year nominees. So if you have anybody you would like to nominate, Shakir Omar, make sure you let me know however you want to do that. Twitter, comments. There's a good ball forward. Iakoviti's maybe being caught out a little bit there, and it's 1-1. But we do need to start and have a think about that. The season, it always winds down a little bit quicker than I expect it to. But hopefully we're going to have a bit of a cup run here. But we'll need to do better than we did here. Now, Iakoviti, I think what's happened is because they've got those two number 10s, don't they? And I don't think Iakoviti was quite aware of that as he could have been. And Thorpe, who is a number 10, has just sort of drifted in behind him. So that's a bit of a shame. Here we go with Shakir Omar getting forward. McAllister making a run through the middle. Goss is there in support as well. Areo is back if he wants him. He uses him. Can he get a ball forward? McAllister to Lutzi to Shakir Omar, and the goalkeeper makes a save. Was he offside? Looks like he was. I would really be happy if we could get Shakir Omar and Lutzi back next season. Then I'd love to have a whole season of those two up front and see what we could do. The slight issue, and it's not really an issue necessarily. Oh, Iakoviti is having an absolute nightmare. Thorpe is in again. This time Eastwood makes the save. But the captain there needs to be a little bit more awake, a little less concerned about how his hair looks and get his head on things. Shakir Omar gets it away. Cochrane with a chance to break, but that ends the highlight. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if we get them both back without having to pay wages. Iakoviti's hit the post. Oh, he's almost made up for his error for their equalising goal. The issue we're going to have is, although we have the option to buy, and that suggests that they might be willing to loan them back to us, both Atalanta and Barcelona. The issue we have is that we're not, or I'd be very surprised if we had that much money floating around to be able to sign one of them, never mind both. So it looks as though if they are going to come for next season, it's going to be on loan again, which is fine. But like I said, there is a slight concern that our two starting strikers and probably the third string guy in Josh Thomas are all loanees. As Areo's been beaten in behind here by Gotts, who produces a really good finish. And that is very frustrating considering he is a player that I really did want to sign to play right back for us. Let's give it a little bit of a berating because suddenly we're behind to a championship team. And Areo, we know he's not a massive fan of marking an opposition player, is he? He's been beaten in behind there. It doesn't matter about offside because it wasn't given. We've given them a berating. And, I mean, it's a game we've been the better team in, marginally, but we have been the better team. And we find ourselves behind here. Let's try and choke the middle of the field. That is where they're attacking for the most part. And can we get ourselves level before half-time? McAllister to McPherson. Gets the cross in towards the back post. It's nodded down by Lutzi, but there's no one there to tap it away. Olafunwa picks it up, gets it wide. Good ball for McPherson. One of the two. Lyon to McPherson. To Lyon. Now I'm trying to say them both at once. He gives it away. Oh, boys, come on. I wonder if we need to... Are we playing a high tempo or a low tempo? We're playing a low tempo, so there goes that idea. Another ball forward. McPherson is there on the cover. Is it like a tomato kind of thing? McPherson? Is it just essentially the same thing? Here we go. Lutzi's in here. Lutzi, can he find a finish? He's beaten the tackle. Lumar's in there. Somebody do something. It's Omar at the back post. He's onside this time. And that is 2-2 in, well, not quite first half stoppage time, but the 44th minute. Let's tell him to focus. Lutzi did so well, didn't he? Rode the challenge, kept his composure, looked up, saw Omar, darting run to the back post, and he can't miss from there. 2-2. And is that... No, we've got another highlight before half-time. Can we dare dream of going and taking the lead in this game? McAllister. No, not quite. I wonder if it might be worth... Iakoviti's got his head on something. He's actually challenged Thorpe and won it. I wonder if it's worth, with the two number 10s, is dropping one of our midfielders just back in front of the back four. Lutzi with a wonderful run. He's picked out as well, and Lutzi can't find the finish, and it will be... Will it 2-2 at half time? Yes, it will. I mean, we've dominated the end of that half. We've got a lot of shots on target, so I'm happy. The scoreline doesn't reflect the pattern of play. Just keep going, boys. I have faith in you to do so. And hopefully we can continue to dominate the game in the second half and go and win this tie. Olafunwa is not having the greatest game of his career, only playing a 6-4. We do have Feratovic on the bench, which might be a decent option. Iakovit, he's winning everything in the air now. Omar, ball forward for Lutzi. Oh, those two have potential for the next season, and Lutzi bangs it away, and it is 3-2 now. Oh, we all dream of a team of Shakir Omars and Lutzi up there as well. It's a wonderful ball from Omar. Lutzi makes the run. One touch to settle himself, and then bangs it away. Excellent, excellent stuff. Do we look to start resting players at this point? I mean, we are only one goal up, so it's probably not the smartest thing to do. McPherson with a cross in. Lutzi's there again, and this time it goes just over. But each of the front three have got themselves a goal, which is good, isn't it? That's promising signs for the future. They have made a sub. Let's praise them. And they've now changed somewhat about the way they're playing. So with less number 10s, that makes me more confident. And can we just go and see this out now? What we might do... where are we here? Lyon not having the greatest game of his career. Let's get Morton on for him. I think the thing with Lyon is that he's still obviously adapting to the club, but he arrived injured, so he's still kind of finding some match sharpness as well. And then because he's been playing a lot of games trying to get match sharpness, he's a little bit fatigued as well. So it's kind of a bit of a perfect storm for him just now. But I think we'll get a good player out of him eventually. Morton with a good header away. Can McPherson pick out the run of a teammate? We've kept possession nicely here. There's the ball looking for Omar, but it's swept up by the Motherwell defence. And, I mean, this is a game that has felt very, very comfortable for us pretty much ever since they got their second goal. But it is just a one-goal lead just now. Can McPherson get the... Oh, no. Arreo has just got to learn to mark a player, doesn't he? And we've got away with that several times. And it looks like it is just a goal kick, so there wasn't even an offside flag. Yeah, we'll just kind of see this out from here, I think. Let's maybe go off of attacking. We'll give them a focus, and it should be fine, he said. There we go. So we've got through to the next round. I felt like we dominated, I mean, the XG certainly backs that up. I felt like we dominated that game. Just didn't maybe put the chances away, but yeah, we'll maybe need to be better against better opposition. So there we go. We can see the other results. Rangers have won, Hearts have won, Hibs, Dunfermline, and Queen's Park have all got through. And before you get excited, Celtic are still in the competition, as are Aberdeen. They've got games coming up tomorrow in game. But there we go. We've got the win. We've got 10 grand, 11 grand in the bank. And Lutzi has got himself a man of the match performance. And I thought, considering he's new to the country, new to the club, I thought he did quite well there. But guys, wait right there. Next up, it's a big one. It's Aberdeen in the league. And, well, if we can win that, big step towards third. All right, welcome back. We're getting ready to play Aberdeen, but we do also have our quarterfinal draw for the Scottish Cup away to Queen's Park. They are currently, you can see, they're 8th in the Scottish Championship, so it's a game, home or away, we should be able to win. And a little bit of a blow coming into this game against Aberdeen. We have lost our captain, Ep6. He has pulled ankle ligaments. Not a serious injury in terms of timeout, but he is going to miss this one. And he's been a very important player for us. So hopefully, as I say, he'll come back fit, firing and raring to go. But we don't have him for this one. So it is Aberdeen. It is a 4-2-3-1 that we're expecting from them. And this is the team that we're sending out. Eastwood in goal. It's Areo. It's Ferratovic coming in to replace Ep6 with Olafunwa and McPherson. It's Goss, Cochrane and Lyon. McAllister, Lutzi and Omar. More or less the same side other than injuries. So let's hope that we get a similar result. So it's Alex Neil who is the Aberdeen manager these days, and you can see the team sheets there. Let's get on out there though, and what do we want to say to this? Pick up where you left off last time. I don't like that. Let's just play your natural game, boys. We've got Ferratovic looking nervous, which isn't ideal. I'd rather he look confident. But yeah, hopefully once he's out there, he'll perk himself up and get up for the game. Now at home, of course, this is a game that we really do want to try and, at a minimum, not be losing, and just make sure that we get out of this game still in third place. But obviously time will tell how the game's going to go, won't it? It's good to see Bishop back to a little bit of form as well. I don't know what happened to him. He was doing fine, and then he just fell off a cliff in terms of form. Ferratovic is still looking nervous. McPherson with a ball in. It's headed away. He'll get a second crack at this. He goes across to Cochrane. Lyon's in space. We go back to Areo, though. Can he... Oh, he just got it tackled away from him. And we're sort of not really in a good defensive shape, but we're sort of falling back into it relatively quickly there, so that's okay. Now, this is becoming a bit of a long old highlight, isn't it? There's the lump forward. Can we win that, please? We can. Areo picks it up. Can he get a ball down the line? He's got Goss inside. He uses him. Forward to Omar. Ball forward. It's a good one for McAllister. Oh, he's hit the post. Oh, McAllister, he's been in great form. That one was the radar off just ever so slightly. All right, McPherson with a throw. Cochrane, back to McPherson. Cross in. It's a good one. It's headed away, though. Goss will pick it up. Areo's at the edge of the area. Oh, he's done really well. He's done brilliantly. All that was missing there was, well, about 6 inches of gravity to get the ball under the bar. But there we go. Still 0-0, but we're looking decent, which is always a good thing. We'll just keep encouraging them. And hopefully one of these is going to go our way in a second. McPherson. Lutzi. McPherson again. Lutzi's making a run. He finds him. Can he pull it back? He's got McAllister, sorry. Too many Macs. McAllister and Omar were in the middle, but in the end, Aberdeen come away with it. Cochrane, could he have lunged in ever so slightly there and won that back for us? Areo not marking. Oh, Jesus Christ. Just when I think he's starting to win me around, he's the most frustrating footballer on the planet. Can Eastwood make a save? Oh, he doesn't need to. Ferguson has blasted it off the post, and we've got away with it there. That is a big let-off, and can we go and turn that into a momentum swing in the game and go and get a goal before half-time? Come on, boys, come on. Doesn't look like we can. All right, good stuff. So, 0-0 it is. What if we say you've been unlucky so far? Because I think we have for the most part. We've had the better chance. Well, I mean, the penalty is obviously the better chance, but from open play, we've had the better chance. Do we want to change anything tactically here? What could we do a little bit differently? What if we don't look for the overlap and we raise that tempo up a little bit? See if that works for us. The overlap, it was kind of there for us, wasn't it? But it wasn't. We weren't ripping them apart down the flanks, so we'll see if it maybe benefits us not doing that. Here we go with McAllister. Ball over the top for Areo. Can he get a cross in? Lutzi's there. He goes short for Omar. Omar gets past his man, kind of, and Again, McAllister does not have his shooting boots on today. Let's tell him to focus. Do we bring... McAllister's got an injury, so the answer to that question is yes, we do bring Bishop on. Ball in, it's headed away. The injured McAllister trying to get across to the ball. Somebody's got to go and get the ball. Arreo, no, so this is the time you stay with your man, you moron. Unbelievable. The one time he actually man-marked somebody and he shouldn't be doing it. All right. What can we do with this? Let's try demanding more. Ferratovic is making me slightly nervous. Let's take off... I mean, none of our midfield's playing well. All right, so let's lower the tempo back down. All right, so let's take Cochrane off for Morton. And what we can do, if we need to make another change, is we can take Goss off, potentially, and bring on Summers, the youngster. But the longer this game goes on, the more it feels like Aberdeen is starting to run over the top of us. Goss, oh, he's working hard. Just couldn't quite get a foot in there. Shakir Omar tracking back nicely. He's offside, isn't he? Olafunwa gets there, but yeah, it was offside. Another highlights. Arreo does well to get possession for us. Ferratovic has it. Olafunwa goes back to Eastwood. Eastwood's had a solid season this year, hasn't he? I know there's a few of you guys that were thinking we should maybe have looked to move him on. Oh, there's a cracking ball for Omar. Can Omar finish it? Oh, we hit the post again! What have we got to do to score a goal here? Let's just try an encouragement. McPherson with a throw. Lutzi. Oh, on different wavelengths there. And let's see what Aberdeen have for us. Ball forward. Lutzi can't quite win it. Can Morton get a foot in? Not quite. How many times have I said not quite and hit post? And it's not quite happening for us, is it? I wonder if we make a change up front. Let's take Lutzi off for Thomas. And see if that makes a difference. It feels to me like we've been the better team. We just can't hit a barn door. But they've had more shots on target, and a penalty as well. McPherson with the corner. It's Ferratovic, it's away. Bishop picks it up for us. Can we nick it late on? Ball in. Omar, it's headed away again. And is this going to be a sucker punch? We've got players back. Can Goss go and win this back for us now? Oh, it would be harsh on either team to lose it at this point, but particularly for us, because I don't care if they lose it. Oh, and there it is. We've lost it. The 91st minute. And look at these match ratings. We've just not been good enough in our attacking third, have we? We've defended fine. McPherson has just lost him for a second. And it's a game that it shouldn't be like this. We should have already have won the game. And instead, we're going to finish it with 10 friggin' men. Well, when it's not your day, it's not your day, is it? I mean, I think that just about sums up how this game has gone for us. And that will put Aberdeen back into third place, I believe. I mean, I feel like that XG doesn't quite sum the game up. It felt to me like we were the better team for that second half. But anyway, we're not happy. So there we go. Aberdeen do indeed, on goal difference, go ahead of us up into third. That was disappointing, wasn't it? Rangers have been held by Inverness. Well, held 3-3. But there we go. The McPherson injury is a semi-serious one. The McAllister injury is a nasty gashed leg. So that's pretty much gone as badly as it could have, isn't it? So that's a huge, huge shame. But guys, that's it for today. If you have enjoyed that, make sure you hit thumbs up. We won in the cup, which is not necessarily what we wanted to do. I would have rather won in the league, I think. But We're 90 minutes away from going to Hampden yet again, and that would be 3 seasons in a row. And we'll probably play Celtic when we get there and lose, because that seems to be what happens. But guys, that's it for today, as I said. If you've enjoyed it, thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. We'll be back next time. Speaking of Celtic, we'll host them in the league, and then it will be the Scottish Cup quarter-final. Don't forget to leave me your, well, maybe not nominations. Well, go ahead. Nominate if you want for Viewers Player of the Year. And I'll see you next time as we look to get back to Hampden for a 3rd year in a row. Take care.